Well, hello everyone, sports fans, Blues Nation, this is Common X Baker TV here once again. So time for a prediction video. As it is this Tuesday night, we have the St. Louis Blues back in action after a Christmas break, taking on and hosting the Toronto Maple Leafs in the first of a 3-game homestand. And yeah, it's nice to be back at home for the first time in over like 2 weeks after having a 5-game road trip, and it was a pretty good road trip, going 3-1-1, uh, winning the first three, but then losing the final two, including our most recent game Friday against the Golden Knights in a shootout. And yes, that was too bad, but we played well in that game, but came up just short. So, but that was a very good Golden Knights team that we were playing. So anyway, now here we are facing one of the top teams in the league, the Toronto Maple Leafs, second place in their division, behind the team with the best record in the league, the Boston Bruins. And Toronto is led by like two of some of the best players and scorers in the NHL, in Austin Matthews and Mitch Marner. And Austin Matthews, who led the entire NHL in goals last year, and Mitch Marner just recently had a 22-game point streak. Something like that. It was at least over 20 games. I know that. And yes, that was quite impressive. Marner leads Toronto in points. Although the goal leader is not Austin Matthews, it's William Nylander. So, and we also are having another very good year. Of course, they've always seemed to do well in the regular season, but they always seem to struggle in the playoffs, as which they have not won a playoff series since like the 90s, and they've been so close a number of times. Last 2 years they've gone into Game 7, but came up short, so maybe this will be their year. But it seems like it's been that way almost every year for the past several years, past decade probably. So, and also had some disappointing and bad news here is that Blues defenseman Torey Krug placed on long-term IR with a lower body injury, and this means he'll miss 6 weeks. He won't be back for 6 weeks. That'll be sometime in February. Probably could return right around the All-Star break, actually. So that's too bad. Krug having a solid season, and now will be out for the next 6 weeks. So timetable to return probably early February, I guess. So, and we called up Tucker Thomas from our AHL affiliate to replace Krug's spot on the roster. So, anyway, this is a 3-game homestand against Toronto, Chicago, and Minnesota. Before we go back out on the road to start out 2023, and we'll actually face the Maple Leafs again next Tuesday. So anyway, for now, till Tuesday night in St. Louis, Comics Peter saying, go Blues.